we focus on helping you claim what's rightfully yours, your health and your freedom. We explore the three main areas of health: the physical realm, the biochemical realm, and the mental and emotional realm. We also explore all the areas of lifestyle we can find that will help you live more abundantly, regardless of where you're starting. And remember, in life, you'll either make excuses or create results. You choose. I'm your host, Dr. Josh Hant, and I'm glad to be with you here today. Make sure to head on down to the show notes and click on the link to join our tribe of human-powered life heroes, where we'll update you on new shows, events, product launches, and so much more. Now, it's time to enjoy the show. Hey everyone, Dr. Josh Hant here for the Human Powered Life podcast. Today, we're going to go over a document, a very powerful document that has the potential to change your life starting today. Okay? This document I'm going to show you right now is available on our website. It's something all the way at the bottom. And what it's called is the 7 Healthy Habits to Start Today, Creating Results, Not Excuses. So I'm going to give you a preview of this in this episode. And for those of you that are listening, definitely head over to the website and get this PDF download. You can have it right on your phone, on your device today. All right, you can have it almost instantaneously. So for those of you that are watching, you'll see me scrolling through the document. So either way you're consuming this content is going to be okay, because you can still get the document. So it'll look like this. It's got a really cool cover. Right? You know, we ultimately say you want to become like a human-powered life hero. We want you to be your own hero in your journey of life. So as we go through, I'm not going to read this like we said, but what I want you to do is to look at some of these simple, and hear about the simple steps that we can do on a daily basis and why they can become so powerful. The first habit we have in here is making your bed. I know this sounds crazy. I learned about this by reading a book by William H. McRaven. The book is Make Your Bed: Little Things That Can Change Your Life and Maybe the World. So he's a Navy SEAL commander, and in the book, he talks about starting your day off with doing the right thing. First of all, you do not get any praise for doing this. You're doing it for yourself, and you're doing it right, and you're doing it so you can get a simple little win to start your day. When we start our days with little wins, they can compound over the course of that day. So I urge you and recommend that you start your day with something as simple as making your bed. This is something I have to do about half of every single morning. My wife sleeps later than me on the days I run into the office in the city, but the days she doesn't, that we flip-flop our days. I end up making half the bed, then some days the full bed, and vice versa for her. And ultimately, in our house, we're making the dog so our dog doesn't take over our bed and, make a little nest for himself, even though he does spend much of his day there. But it's great to start the day with something so simple. So urge all of you starting, obviously you're up in Adam already this morning or this day, whenever you're listening to this. So the following morning, you can start this very, very simple habit. The second habit is drinking good water. And this is not tap water. I don't want you starting your day with basic tap water. I use a water bottle. For those of you that can see me, it's called the Lila Quantum Tech water bottle. This is a quantum charged water. You don't have to have this. I love this. We actually have nice deep well water at our house, and I put it into that bottle, let it charge for 20 minutes. I do this at night, so I have it fresh first thing in the morning, and I drink 750 ml. So it's about 20 to 24 ounces of water. And you don't have to have this water bottle. But what I would recommend is one of two ways of doing this. One, you're either having good spring water, or two, you're having really good filtered water if you're in an area where the water quality is bad. And many people say, oh, New York City water is the best. That's where we practice. And frankly, no water is really the best. There's so many pollutants in the waters these days, from pharmaceuticals to heavy metals to all sorts of different things that show up in our waters, that unless you're getting a nice deep well water or natural artisanal spring water, you ultimately are drinking something that probably should be filtered. And when we filter, oftentimes we lose a lot of the good health benefits of the natural minerals that are in our water. So really start your day drinking water. Don't put anything in your body first. Don't put coffee. Don't go on your phone. Don't, shower. Just get up, drink some water first. Get your body woken up, get that metabolism, get everything started, get the pump of life started for your day. Okay. So after you make your bed, go chug some water that's good for you. And I like room temperature water. I don't like really cold water. I want my body to be able to not have to change its whole physiology to deal with very hot water or very cold water right away. So I just drink what we like is room temperature water. So another easy thing to do. After this, the third habit says mind your brain. And there are many ways to do this. I do a couple of these every single morning. There are 4 that I put down here. One is meditation, one is mindfulness, one is journaling, and then the fourth is gratitude journaling. I tend to meditate every single morning. I don't practice mindfulness, which is just body awareness every single morning. That's just another piece of meditation, which you can do. I use a technology that helps me meditate, so I can hack and speed up meditation in a good way. So I meditate in the morning, then I tend to journal or gratitude journal. And the journaling usually happens after me reading a little passage in a book, just something to get my brain going, something that's positive. It's a book on Stoicism by Ryan Holiday. I believe it's called Meditations. So I read this one page, gets my brain going a little bit, and then I sit down and journal. This is all after the meditation. And how long do I write for is a common question. It could be 3 minutes, it could be 5 minutes. It's usually not a very long time. Sometimes I just sit there holding the pen in my hand, thinking and waiting for something to show up in my life. If in my brain, if nothing is showing up, I start to look for things that I'm grateful for, and it can be very simple, right? So I'll spend a few minutes doing that. Very, very easy. So I urge all of you to pick 1, 2, or all 4 of these things and do them. Whether it's meditation, mindfulness, journaling, or gratitude journaling, you can do any or all of them. It's just to get a little bump on your day, okay? So here we go. Off to the 4th habit is moving your body. One of my favorite movements every morning, primarily that I'm not in New York City, is rucking. I throw 30 to 50 pounds on my back. I take my dog for anywhere from 1.5 miles to a 5K, which is 3.2 miles for a walk. So we do that. And weight over time is really great for your structure if you have a nice, good rucksack on your back. And it is healthy for your spine. It's healthy for your structure. It's challenging. You burn 300 to plus maybe up to 400% more calories by walking with weight versus not. And oftentimes I'll get, well, how do you know the right weight? I would say start lighter and add weight. So I'm about 190 plus pounds depending on the day. And I ultimately think you could start with 20%. If that seems too heavy, you go a little bit less. I'm a little bit over that now. I'm looking and training, so I look to push a little more. So the rucking is very powerful. I do that for about the longer days, or about 45 minutes with my dog. And then I'll come back, cold bath, and then head into my home gym and lift weights for about 15 to 20 minutes. So that's a great way to start your day. So walk, move. The days I'm in the city, after I do all the things we just mentioned before, I'll just do a few air squats, 10, 20 air squats. I'll do 20, 30, 40, 50 push-ups, and I get my movement started for the day. Just so I feel like I start to do something. I want to build even a little bit of sweat, but just get the heart pumping a little bit more. It's really, really good for your body. When I'm in ultra marathon training mode, what I end up doing is some of those days, instead of rucking, could be running many, many miles in the morning, as well as weight training. So you really got to decide how much time and energy you want to put into this. It may mean actually getting up a little earlier so you can actually do some of this. But then again, it can be as simple as doing a bunch of push-ups, doing a bunch of air squats, and going for a short ruck, right? You can accomplish a lot. So that's the 4th habit is ultimately moving your body. Hey, we're giving you a short break here. where you can head down to the show notes or lifestylelocker.com and join our tribe of human-powered life heroes. You'll be the first to know about new shows, events, product launches, affiliate specials, and more. And now, back to the show. The fifth habit is share something good. And this is one of my favorite things to do because it's so easy. And I share with my wife every single day, whether it's a text message, a handwritten note, something that just shows some compassion, some love. I don't text her, at 5:45 in the morning or 6 when I'm leaving. I'll leave a handwritten note those days. And other days that I don't leave a handwritten note, I'll just text her a funny love you message or take a picture of a Post-it note that I've written on or something like that. So do something fun, whether it's a spouse, whether it's a family member, whether it's a child. Do something proactive. It's a great way to you feel great about it, but you're also making someone else feel happy and feel loved. So it's a great way to do it, and I love that. And there are also other ways. You can leave hidden messages and things like that, but start something simple. Send a text, leave a paper note on the countertop. Sixth habit is you are what you eat. So this is not necessarily the morning for me. I tend to intermittent fast most days, as late as 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. And some days I do a 23-hour fast. And early as like 11 or 12 o'clock that I'll eat. And eating is so important. There are so many different variations. And both of us know, both you and I know, that going down the rabbit hole of nutrition can be beyond overwhelming. It's like, should I eat a ketogenic diet? Should I be paleo? Should I be a vegetarian? Should I be a vegan? Should I be a pescatarian? Do I eat a few hours a day? Do I eat 3 meals a day? There's so many different things. And I will tell you, you have to find out what works best for you. My personal opinion, and take it as you will, I'm a fairly studied person in the world of nutrition. I am not an expert. I'm in the midst of getting a functional medicine degree as we're doing this recording right now. I will tell you, I personally function the best 2 different ways depending on what I'm doing. I can eat mostly paleo, so I'll eat meat, fish, chicken. I tend to avoid most grains in general, vegetables and fruit. That's probably the most powerful way that I can eat. The other way is I can be a vegetarian. And when I'm a vegetarian, I'm eating lots of beans and salads and fresh veggies. I tend to have lots and lots and lots of olive oil on my food. So I get these healthy fats that are put into the system. During endurance, I do really well with that, and I recover really well. And on another note is I also recover really, really well when I'm eating a lot of really good quality red meat. So I want you to take that with a grain of salt because you need to find out what works for you best. And you can do blood testing and lab testing and things like this to find out how your body responds. It may cost you a little bit of money, but I tell you what, if you're really into becoming a high performer, health-wise, fitness-wise, these are some of the things you're going to want to do for yourself because you want to be able to perform well, you want to be able to recover well, you want to be able to do it over and over and over and over again. So eating is so powerful. So you are what you eat, right? And food, the old saying, food is medicine. So I urge you to do things that are going to be proactive for your health, proactive for your life and your longevity. Let's go to the 7th habit, all right? So the 7th habit is get some sleep. I call this vitamin S. Sleep is so powerful. It's so good. I used to be like, oh, I'll sleep when I'm dead type of thing. That was my mentality. And as I work harder, as I train harder, as I give myself good, healthy downtime as well. But when I'm pushing myself, sleep is one of the best vitamins I can get. And good sleep is even better. I track my sleep with an Oura ring. Some people use Apple Watches, certain people use Garmin, certain people use different things. I say if you're going to use any of these devices, you do your best to turn off any Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, any of these communications that are happening with your device. Frankly, also turn off your cell phone or put it on airplane mode when you're charging it at night. You don't want the Wi-Fi, the EMF going through your body. It will disturb your sleep. So with tracking your sleep, if you're going to use any of these devices, make sure they're on airplane mode as well, if they still are able to function that way. And by doing that, you can track your sleep and you can see the different layers of sleep: light sleep, deep sleep, REM sleep. I want to make sure I'm getting a really good amount of deep sleep and a really good amount of REM sleep. And the great trick with using these tracking devices is you get to test your day every single day to see if what you're doing during that day is going to improve your sleep. Perfect example for me, I figured out over time that if I have any caffeine after 2 p.m., it tends to keep me awake at night. Or if I get to sleep easily, my deep sleep, my recovery sleep is off. And recovery sleep is powerful. Like I feel fully restored when I have good deep sleep. So you really get to decide on how you want to play with this, because it's very powerful and it's so simple. But you have to play. You could say, great, you know what? I ate dinner late at night. Check your sleep. I ate this for dinner, or this for breakfast, or this for lunch, or however your eating patterns are. Track these things, right? Because you are what you eat, and then you can see how you sleep. Are you exercising these days that you have better sleep? Are you doing certain things, meditating? Are you doing these other 6 habits every day besides the 7th one, besides sleep, and getting better sleep? If you do the things that are good for you, your body will respond better and sleep better. When you get better sleep, you perform better, you're happier, you're healthier, your cognitive function, your brain power is firing on all cylinders. So sleep is insanely powerful. And from a person that used to say, like, shoot, I could sleep later in life, I'm just going to, hustle. I can tell you what, that is not great for your health. You decrease your longevity by doing that. Is it okay to do it sometimes? Sure. I believe in like that 80-20 or 90-10 rule, where you do good most of the time and you have certain days or weeks or months or whatever it may be that you may have to hustle, but it shouldn't be the opposite way. You shouldn't be hustling 90% of the time and getting good recovery sleep the 10% of the time. So please go through this document, scroll down at lifestylelocker.com all the way to the bottom on the left side. You will see, if you're on a desktop, on a phone, it'll be in the center. But you'll find the thing that says, right, hold on, I'm going to go back up to the top here. I'm going to go back up to the top. It will say 7 healthy habits to start today, creating results, not excuses. Get the download. So put your name and email in there. Get this download and start to make some huge changes in your life. This is an amazing freebie that is incredibly, incredibly powerful. And I know you'll do better if you do these, okay? And then when you want to go deeper, you let us know, and we can help you there too. All right, y'all. Dr. Josh Hant here for the Human Powered Life podcast. I appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your week. Keep charging, and let's keep unleashing your human potential. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Human Powered Life podcast. Make sure to head over to lifestylelocker.com to check out all the details on the show and to watch part 2 of this episode, which is only in video format. We also have this audio portion in video format if you want. Once again, I'm your host, Dr. Josh Hant, for the Human Powered Life podcast, and I'm looking forward to staying connected with you as a Human Powered Life hero. Remember to join the tribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.